It's 8 a.m. on Mercer Island. Wake up to community updates, spotlight interviews, and sports updates, brought to you by KMIH's student leaders. Grab a cup of coffee and turn up the dial. This is Breakfast on the Bridge.
Good morning.
Yes, good morning,
All
guys.
right, here we go. Special episode today.
Yes, we have such a special episode. I'm Kylie.
I'm Ella.
And I'm Jane.
And we're your hosts this morning for Breakfast on the Bridge. Thanks so much for tuning in to be here with us, spend your morning with us. We have so much going on at our school right now. So first things first, let's talk about that. So radio.
Let's talk about it.
Yeah, we had a pretty big radio event this morning.
we did.
Still going on. It's Breakfast of Champions.
It's
Yes,
the
it's
Mercer
our
Island
big
Schools
fun-
Foundation breakfast this morning. So
It's our
basically,
big fundraiser for all school year stuff. So,
super big deal. Tons of people are here. There's even a celebrity appearance, guys.
Oh yeah.
I don't want to say too much, but let's just say we might have this celebrity on the show later.
Yes.
Better stay tuned.
I mean,
You better stay
if you're going to
tuned.
listen to any episode, it's today's episode.
Seriously, I mean, you guys are going to want to be on 89 the Bridge all throughout this hour because we have so much good things for you, including, hopefully, a guest star appearance.
We won't say who. I think we should, each segment we go into before the song, we should, give a hint.
Yeah,
Yes.
we'll give a hint, you know?
So, then people can guess their way up.
Yes, that's a really good idea. So we'll give you a hint after our news with Avery. But speaking of that, so we're going to get a news update from Avery and a sports update from Luke later on in the episode. So definitely stay tuned for that.
Yeah.
And just going to be a great morning with you guys.
We're
Yeah,
so
well.
excited.
So, I mean, it's nearing the end of the school year, right? And Kylie's
Yes.
to college, so how are the summer plans? Do you have anything Clemson related this summer?
Well, actually, so pretty much all summer I'm going to be working a lot, but I leave very early for Clemson. I leave August 10th to go there. Yeah, 'cause- yes,
Yeah.
I'll be rushing, so that's why I go earlier. And then, yeah, it's going to be so hot there, but I want to go to an orientation, but since it's so far, I don't know if we'll have time.
Yeah.
So hopefully we can make that work, but one of the orientations is during graduation,
And
which is
remind us-
awesome. And then the other one is at the end of June. So I'm going to try to make it to the end of June one, depending on the flight situation.
Yeah.
And remind us what you're majoring in at Clemson.
I'm majoring in sports communications.
Oh, yeah.
So kind of carry on the radio legacy as the sports director, something in this realm of things. I don't really know yet what I want to do, but the Clemson School of Sports Communication is super, super cool. So it'll be
that's
fun.
amazing. That's
Yes.
so fun.
Good for you,
Yeah.
carrying on that KMAH legacy.
Yes.
I'm sure you're one of the few people there who has a background in high school radio. It's something that non
Yeah.
get
Very
that
rare.
experience.
Yeah.
Yes.
So you're definitely one step ahead of all these other kids. So
Yes,
you're gonna crush it.
hopefully. Yeah, I when we visited the other week, I everyone was like, "Oh, where's everyone from?" And I'm from Seattle, Washington, and every single person's Seattle, Washington.
What is that?
It's South Carolina. Why are you here?
Yeah.
What are you doing here? But it was worth it. It's so pretty there. If you haven't seen Clemson, you should. It's actually the most amazing campus ever. But we have so many other things to talk about. And first, we want to play a song and then get Avery on the news as quick as possible to just keep you guys updated with things like that. So, here's our first song, She's Electric.
She's electric. She's in a family full of eccentrics. She's done things I've never expected, and I need more time. She's got a sister, and God only knows how I've missed her. And on the palm of her hand is a blister, and I need more time. And I want you to know I got my mind made up now, but I need more time. And I want
Now we have your news update with Avery.
You're listening to KMIH 89 The Bridge, and this is Avery with your latest news headlines. A California man has been charged with attempting to assassinate U.S. President Donald Trump after trying to storm a gala event with weapons on Saturday night. The man was Cole Thomas Allen, 31, and was charged with 2 firearm offenses after appearing in court on Monday. He charged past White House security bearing a handgun, a shotgun, and a knife. At court, the suspect stated he did in fact have a master's degree at Caltech University after remaining calm when being questioned in court. The other charges, transportation of a firearm between states to commit a felony and discharging a firearm in a crime of violence, both have maximum sentences of 10 years. The suspect is due to appear in court again on Thursday. The United Arab Emirates quits OPEC as the Iran war raises Gulf tensions. The departure from OPEC will likely lead the UAE to boost energy output. Although with the Strait of Hormuz closed, it's not clear how fast any increased production will be able to reach global markets. The UAE's oil output was the third largest in OPEC, just behind Saudi Arabia, and Iran. Meanwhile, the price of U.S. crude oil surpassed $100 per barrel for the first time since April 10th, after peace talks with Iran failed to show meaningful progress. After President Donald Trump announced a ceasefire with Iran on April 7th, the price of gas plunged more than 70% by April 17th, when Iran said the Strait of Hormuz was open to commercial vessels. Today will unfortunately be more overcast with a high of 57 and a low of 48 for the next few days. You can expect sunny skies with a spike in temperature on Thursday with a high of 72. Temperatures will stay high rolling into next week with sunny skies for most days, and the temperature will stay between 72 and 80 degrees. Again, this was Avery, and you're listening to KMIH 89 The Bridge, where music and conversation spans generations.
Thank you, Avery. That was so much news going on. It's so shocking what's going on, especially after that attempted shooting at the
that was
White House.
Scary, and that was crazy.
Yeah, that was crazy. And we also have so much going on in history, so we want to pass it over to Will with our Today in History, and let's hear it.
Hello, I'm Will Prock and I'm back with what happened today in history. Benito Mussolini's dictatorship in Italy ended violently in April 1945 when Mussolini and his mistress attempted to escape Italy as Allied forces advanced and his regime fell. He was taken prisoner by Italian partisans close to Lake Como while posing as a German soldier. He and his mistress were put to death by firing squad on April 28, 1945. After being transported to Milan, their bodies were hung upside down in a public square as a somber reminder to the defeat of fascism in Italy. Mussolini's passing signaled the end of more than 20 years of a totalitarian government and brought the attention to negative effects of dictatorship during one of the bloodiest conflicts in history. I'm Will Prock, now back to the music on 88.9 The Bridge.
All right.
Wow. That really brought me back to sophomore year when we learned about like Mussolini. That was interesting.
I always learn something new. I was about to say, I always learn something new when I hear the news, like with Avery today. I'm like, what's going on in, current events? And then with Will, it's always something like, we never would have known about this if it wasn't for him.
It's like a cool daily fact or like a fun fact to say.
It's honestly one of the longest running segments we've had here at KMIH. Will is always on top of it. He's so consistent with his uploads, and honestly, props to him for that.
Seriously, props to him. That was a little bit of a shocking Today in History on my parents' anniversary. I was hoping, maybe he'd say Jane and Mark Work got married today, but he took it a little bit of a different route.
He took it a different route, a little more violent.
Yeah, a little bit more violent.
But that's still very prominent. So congrats to them.
It was still thanks. Yeah, it was still a great segment he got there.
This next segment is also something that I'm super excited about. We have a great college interview made by Audrey Senft. I think everyone should give this a listen. This is going to be great.
You're tuned into 88.9 The Bridge. I'm your host, Audrey Senft. Joining me in the studio is someone who's navigated the transition from high school to college and now into the professional world. She's a 2022 graduate of American University and currently works in marketing in New York City. She also happens to be my sister, Natalie Senft. Natalie, thanks for talking to me today.
Thank you for having me.
So I think we're going to go into some questions about your transition from high school to college and giving advice to our listeners. So for the first question is, how did you find your core group of friends? Was it in the dorms or a club or through your classes?
I think it was a little bit of both. I made a lot of friends. Like my freshman roommate is still one of my best friends to this day, and a couple of friends from my floor, so definitely the dorms. I also got involved with clubs pretty early on in college and made some great friends through that. Along with through my major, I studied business, and the business school is very connected, and especially people through my classes and projects and that sort of thing too.
Oh, wow, that's so fun. So what clubs did you join?
I joined a lot of clubs, actually. I was a part of Undergraduate Women in Business. I was started on the e-board actually my freshman year, which was really great. I also joined Co-God Ambassadors, with kind of like a club, more of like an organization where you give tours of the business school to prospective students and families. And then I also was super interested in fashion, so I created a fashion club called Revolution sophomore year. So those were probably the biggest ones I was involved in.
I think the biggest difference about high school and college is definitely the workload and handling your first bad grade and overcoming these little struggles or even feeling homesick. What did you do during that first week?
I think with my first week, it was actually kind of a fun week at American University. The classes don't really start your first week. You kind of have a week of, I think it's called Frosh Week or something like that. So it was really helpful in that adjustment period. Kind of answering your question about homesickness, I feel like staying in touch with obviously your family and friends and getting into the routine of calling them and making time to connect with people is really important. Remembering that they're like there for you, and then also talking about it with your fellow people around you too, because like everyone's feeling that same level of homesickness. It's a big transition in life, and trying to figure that out and navigate it. Like you also have a support system at school too.
No, yeah, because now in college you don't have like a rigid 8 to 3 p.m. schedule. And so how did you handle the sudden increase of free time? Like as you said before, you joined lots of clubs, but did you do anything outside of school?
Yeah, I mean, a lot of it was joining clubs and organizations and getting involved in that. I think also having like hobbies is super great. Finding things that you enjoy or activities outside of the classroom, be like exploring the new city you've moved to or picking up a hobby. But something else on more of the professional development side is like definitely make time for like internships or volunteering. I think there's a lot of great opportunities within not only your community, but also getting more involved in either your major or areas that you're interested in. Actually interned all 4 years of college, and I felt like that was really helpful in not only like helping me fill my time, but also with my professional development and feeling more prepared for the workplace later on.
Is your job actually what you thought it would be when you were in high school?
I studied business, specifically marketing in college, and that's what I was really looking to do when I went to college as well. So I technically was a business administration major, and then I concentrated in marketing.
I am also going to American University, and I actually found it in an organic way too. I loved their International School of Service, and I am going to major in international studies. And I've actually thought about this major for a long time. I think when you're going into college, you obviously change what you're doing or take different classes. But it's amazing that you stuck with business and you're still doing it as your job. And how do you balance staying in touch with high school friends while making room for new people?
Trying to make time like once a week or every 2 weeks. I think I had like a notes app of people I wanted to call. Check it off once I've called people, because I feel like sometimes it's tough and you get really busy. Remembering to text people, or if you just like think about them, being like, oh my gosh, I saw this and it made me think of you. Always trying to maintain contact or letting them know that you're still thinking about them, even though you're probably having very different and busy schedules. And I feel like one thing that's super fun when you're in college is also being able to visit your friends in college and see like their worlds that they're building and meet their new friends and kind of see a different college experience, which is fun too.
Wow, that seems so much fun. I can't wait to do that in my next year. I want to thank you so much for joining me today.
Yes, thank you so much. I'm excited that you're also going to AU.
I'm your host, Audrey Sempt, and you're tuned into 88.9 The Bridge.
That was a great interview. Very, very insightful, especially for me because I am going to college next year. Yeah, so that was like a lot of good information about like freshman year, how to meet friends and like dorming situations and stuff like that. And I personally am going to like Rush in the fall, like I said. So I feel like that'll be a great way to meet people. And we do, like, it's nice how Clemson does it because we rush before school starts. And a lot of schools do that, but some schools do spring rush or like a couple months in, which I feel like would kind of stress me out. So it's kind of nice to like almost get it out of the way and meet all my friends, and then like be able to start class with those friends. So that'll be nice.
Yeah, I also feel like it's good for Ella and I to listen because we're not going to be going to college next year, but we are going to be soon. We're juniors, so it's good to kind of get a glimpse into that.
1 year left.
To that life,
left,
you know,
yeah.
what we may like.
Yeah,
Are you planning on having a couple roommates too?
So right now, that's actually like the big thing, figuring out who I'm rooming with. But so I'm like rooming with this girl, and her name's Stella, shout out. And she's from California, and then we've been talking to 2 other girls that we might do like a suite style living situation. So like we have our own rooms pretty much, and then a shared bathroom.
Okay, wait, that's nice.
Which
That
would be
is
super
so
nice.
good. Wait, the dorms are like that?
Yeah, and at Clemson in like
Nice.
a couple buildings, it's like suite style, which is super nice.
How do you get those buildings then?
Okay, I'm actually not quite sure on the process. I'm pretty sure it opens like early May. So coming up here like this week maybe.
It's all settling in.
I know, it's actually crazy. And then you get like priority based on when one of your roommates applied, like how early they applied. So if one of them applied like right when the application came out, like we would get first priority. And me and like Stella applied pretty early on. Like I think I applied in like September, and I think it opened in August. So I think we should be good. And then I don't know about the other 2 girls, but that's like kind of the process. And yeah, so that's the biggest like thing right now, trying to figure that out. It's quite stressful, honestly. I would say like once you choose honestly, I think I've kind of had more stress about finding like a roommate than I did about like choosing a college, because
Really? Wow.
I just feel like it's
Were you
more
deciding between 2 colleges, or?
yes, kind of, but I really honestly always wanted to go to Clemson, or since I got in, because I didn't think I was gonna get in.
Yeah.
And then like I saw University of South Carolina as well, and I didn't necessarily love it as much as Clemson, because like the campus at Clemson is just so cute, and like it's like a tight knit community, like family vibe, which I love. But I feel like I had more stress choosing a roommate because it feels more like life altering, because it's like you're living with this person. Like this is the first person besides your family you'll live with for a full year.
Yeah,
pretty
and
much.
also like the thing about a roommate is, like you said, it's important, but at the same time, like there's a chance that you guys are going to know each other for the rest of your life. You're both each other's first college roommate. That's a big deal. But also, like, even if things don't work out, it's fine. Like, you guys can still be friendly.
Totally.
You're going to move on. It's one little part of your whole experience.
Yeah.
So, either way, it could be, like, great. You could build a best friend for the rest of your life. Or maybe you'll just, like, get to know some other people.
Yeah.
You know?
And I definitely need to, like, remember that. And, like, I'll be, like, thinking about, like, oh, my God, this is going to change my life. Like, this is crazy. But then, like, my sister's in college, and she's not really close with her freshman year roommate anymore, because,
same
like,
with my brother.
Yeah,
he
same with my
never
brother.
really, like, they're friendly, but they're not, like, close.
They live together, but, like, it's not, like, best friends, which I need to remember. I just want to, like, be able to move in, because especially since it's so far, is what,
definitely.
like, what I'll be worried about. But at the end of the day, like, since I'm rushing, maybe we won't be in the same sorority, so then, like, we'll find our own communities in our other, like, places.
I mean, exactly. Like, at the first couple of days, I think you're going to need to be with your roommates. Because there's, we're going to get food together. We're going to do this. But then you're going to meet new people, and you won't have to really rely on that if you're not as close with your roommate, you know?
Yes.
So
This is good. Like, it's hyping me up. I need to chill out on the roommate, like, stress. But since I found, like, one girl at least, I'm feeling a lot better. So that's good.
Most definitely. Are you the only one committed to Clemson?
From our school, as of right now, yes.
Wow.
And I don't know if anyone else from our school will go to Clemson. Because I think a few people applied, but I feel like no one's
honestly,
gonna go.
I think it's good, Kylie. Like, it's going to be hard. I know because my brother experienced the same thing.
Yeah.
And it's going to be hard at first because you're just like, I don't know anyone here. I'm new. But also a lot of people are in the same boat.
Yeah.
And it's honestly healthy. Like, you can come home for break in summer and you'll see your friends. But, like, everyone's going to have their own lives, you know? And it's kind of nice to get a fresh start and not feel like you have to rely on, like, the people from MI.
Totally.
But, you've grown up with them your whole life, so it's going to be different.
I'm so ready to, like, I love everyone here, and I've loved, like, my experience on Mercer Island, but I will say, like, I feel like I'm going somewhere so far to experience like a completely new environment, new culture, new people. Because like, especially Mercer Island, this isn't like that normal that I know all my friends since kindergarten.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
and
It's
we went
not.
to the same school all of this time. Like, that's not normal.
It's not. Yeah, I moved here and I was like, what?
Yeah, like everyone already knows each other. Like,
Yeah.
it's crazy.
Like that's 18 years of being in
18 years,
school.
yeah.
Literally. It's,
And then continuing it to college, I talked to Lamai, who graduated when I was a freshman.
Yeah.
And he said, like, he's now going to UW, and he was like, yeah, like, it's so weird to see, like, random people from our school all around, like, the UW
Yeah.
campus. He doesn't really like it.
Yeah.
So it's, like, it was really insightful to hear that.
yeah, I definitely, like, I have a few, like, friendly faces that I know. Like, if you guys know Jack LeClaire, he lives on the island, but he goes to O'Day. He's one of, like, my family friends, and we do, like, Young Lives together. So he's also going to Clemson, so that'll be nice. And then this past weekend, I actually met a few other people going to Clemson that go to Bellevue Christian right now. So it'll be super fun to, like, know a few people. And I'm honestly so excited to, like, not see anyone from our high school because I feel like those are my high school friends. I want to know my college
Exactly.
friends.
Ready to branch out.
Yeah, and, like, there's some schools that, like, have so many people from my grade going, like Santa Clara.
Santa Clara is like the
TCU.
business school is everyone
yeah,
from here.
Santa Clara,
is
TCU.
insane.
And the thing with that, or the thing I wouldn't like, is that Santa Clara's a small school.
Really?
And
Wow.
yeah, and
Yeah,
then you
very
have
small.
like 15 of your like
And they're all in the same
graduates.
major.
Yeah.
They're all going to be
They're
in the same
all in the
classes.
same classes. Like that's crazy.
And it's like they're all majoring the same, so it's basically just the business class all over again. But listen, people, they're gonna have a good time. We're not hating
No, yeah,
on Santa
no,
Clara.
no.
repeat.
We're just saying like it's gonna be two
Yeah,
different
that's-
scenarios. Some people get
exactly.
all their friends, some people won't get any. You know?
Exactly.
So-
And that's what how
You know,
the
two different experiences you guys can talk about when you come back.
Yes,
I know.
so
You need to come back
excited.
on this show when you get back.
I know.
Kylie is such a special part of this radio program. You're really gonna be missed. I'm telling you.
Oh.
You like define KMIH.
Oh.
Like you are seriously so
Stop.
special and
Stop.
one of our best seniors, I have to say, in this program. So dedicated.
Thank
so
you. That was-
we are very excited to be with you today because we know this could be one of your last breakfasts on the bridges.
Oh my gosh,
I
that's
mean,
actually
it probably
crazy.
won't, but like. You know, you only have a few left probably,
Yeah.
and so
It flies.
It's great to share the mic.
guys.
Yeah.
It's actually like I remember literally like it thought it was. I feel like it's yesterday that I was the junior doing breakfast on the bridge, and
Really?
now I'm
Wow.
like, it's almost
senior
decision day.
graduating, yeah.
Like on
Literally.
Friday, we're all wearing
Yeah.
our college sweatshirts. Oh my god,
After AP test, like, you're basically done.
I know. I'm gonna cry. I'm gonna cry so much. But like,
Crying during your AP
Yeah.
test. Like, you talk about.
well, I'll be crying because it's so hard, but I'll also be crying because it's gonna be sentimental. I'm also a very sentimental person, so like
Yeah.
change is hard, and I've been literally my friends, like my best friends. I've been best friends with them since kindergarten, so it's gonna be a lot, and like we're all going across the country. But I'm also so excited. Like it's happy tears in some ways.
it definitely is happy
Yeah.
tears.
Yes.
And not to make this too stark of a change of subject, but speaking of kind of sad and, somber
and new things.
and new things,
Noah
Noah Khan.
Khan.
He released a new album. It's
Yes.
called The Great Divide. It came out, I believe, on Thursday or Friday. I'd love just to chat with you guys. Have you listened to this song, to the album? Any first impressions, thoughts?
I think it was such a good album. Like, he did such a good job. It's so Noah Khan, if that makes sense. Like, I think his album fits his vibe, but not it. People would say, I feel like some people say that all of his songs sound the same, but I would say I don't think any of his songs sound the same. But they all have the same like folk indie kind of vibe. And I love it. I think he did such a good job. And I've been waiting for new music from him for a really long time. So, yeah, what do you guys think?
I have not listened to it yet, but I heard, is it sad? I've heard it's kind of sad.
It is a little
yeah.
bit sad.
It is.
So
yeah.
maybe I have to give it a listen this weekend.
Yeah, you
So I
definitely
will.
should.
Guys, you definitely should, Ella, because I think Ella's great at listening to music. She has great song suggestions always. So I'm surprised you haven't listened to it yet.
Yeah,
But
shame.
I'm
gotten to
really
it.
enjoying it. I've listened to it a lot. Right when it came out, I already was liking it. There's been a few that I've been liking. I'm just gonna name off a few that I like. You guys probably don't know it yet if you haven't listened, but Doors is good. It's one of the more popular
Yeah,
ones.
that one's really good.
American Cars I really like. Paid Time Off I like. End of August I like. There's honestly a ton of good songs, and it's a way different vibe than Stick Season. If you know Stick Season, it's a little
Yeah.
more catchy. Like
Yeah.
Dial Drunk, Stick Season. Those are a little more catchy songs. Now,
Yeah.
it could just be me saying this because this is a new album that I don't really know yet. But I wouldn't say these songs are as sing along to.
Okay.
Some
I know
of
what
them
you're saying.
are, but like, they're a little bit softer of songs, you know?
Okay.
Yeah.
But maybe it's just because I haven't listened to it a ton yet.
Yeah.
The Great Divide. I'm sure you guys have heard The Great Divide, that song.
Yeah, that one's been
That's
out for
a
a while.
really good one. It's been out for a while.
It's a little bit more catchy, kind of
It
60s
is
and
more
vibes.
catchy.
Yeah.
And there's a few catchy ones. Overall, I'm excited for this to keep listening to this album.
Yeah. And speaking of Noah Khan, have you guys seen his documentary?
I did watch it.
Yes.
Wait,
what
is
do you
that the
think?
one with the clip of Zuza?
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah,
yes,
yeah.
yes.
I've seen like clips on TikTok.
That
and
was
everything.
sad.
That was so
sad.
cute.
They should have put something in there for her at the end. I
Yeah,
thought.
that's so sad. Like I can't imagine
I
like
know. It was.
I don't know.
I almost made me cry. Like it was so
Yeah.
sad. But I thought it was really interesting. For those who don't know what we're talking about, Noah Khan released a documentary, a little
Yes.
look into his life on Netflix, and it kind of surrounds him going on tour, as well as just like how he approaches writing songs.
Yeah, it's called Noah Khan Out of Body.
Right.
It's on Netflix. You definitely should watch it. There's just a lot about like him that I didn't know.
I was about to say, there's a lot that I didn't know about him, specifically that how much he struggles with his mental health issues and just like the way he feels about himself.
Yeah.
It's honestly like we don't know a lot of things about these artists. You know, sometimes they share it in their songs, sometimes they don't. But
Yeah.
I feel like I didn't know most of these things he was feeling until I watched it. What did you guys think?
I didn't know those things at all. I feel like, well, I knew he was really big into like mental health support, and like that's one thing that I've always loved about him as an artist. Like at his concerts and things, he has like pop-up stands that are like dedicated to like getting help and stuff like that, which is so cool. And I don't know a lot of artists that do that. And like watching his documentary, I learned a lot more about his struggles with mental health. And like, it was just really, really like emotional. And it was just really like, it felt really important to watch, if that makes sense. Like it just told the audience a lot about what he goes through, how he makes the songs like Jane was talking about. And it was really like inspiring, I feel like.
I totally agree.
Yeah.
And I also didn't realize how hard he struggles with even writing songs. He felt like a lot of pressure after his last album was such a big hit. And then he really wanted that same vibe for this album.
Yeah.
And it's going that way. We like the album.
Yeah.
So I keep listening to it. I think we should play some Noah Khan. What do you guys think?
Yeah, we should. Right now, our program doesn't have his new album yet because it just came out like about 3 days ago or something. So we're going to play one of my favorite Noah Khan songs ever.
good.
It's an old one, and this is Maine.
Tell me, lover, now that you made your change, was your soul rediscovered? Was your heart rearranged? Are you still taking pills in the morning? And did you lose that longing now for a walk through an ocean town? 'Cause this town's just an ocean now. You don't hate the summers, you're just afraid of the space, asking strangers for answers to forget what they say. A boat beside a dock in the sunlight, nothing but the water in the sunrise now. Just the lack of an open mouth, 'cause this town's just an ocean now. Bad, I miss this place, your head and your heart. And my dad still tells me when they're playing your songs, laughing at the way that you would say, if only, baby, there were cameras in the traffic lights, they'd make me a star. they'd make me a star. I wanna go to Maine. I wanna go to Maine. Oh. Dad, I miss this place, your head and your heart. And my dad still tells me when they're playing your songs, laughing at the way that you would say, if only, baby, there were cameras in the traffic lights, they'd make me a star. They'd make me a star. I wanna go to Maine. I wanna go to Maine. God, tell me, lover, once you've had your change of heart, 'cause we're no more than the fossils on Crescent Beach State Park. And we used to sing along to church bells on Sundays, and can you even hear them from the subway now? And I hope that we make you proud, 'cause this town's just an ocean now.
Wow. I mean, that was a good song.
Yeah, I love that song.
It doesn't get old.
The intro is just like, it gives me chills every time. Like when it comes on in my car and I'm driving like in Seattle,
it's
or I mean like
unskippable.
just Washington, but Mercer Island specifically, because I'm never really in Seattle. But like the trees, I don't know how to explain it. It just gives so like
An ethereal,
mountaineer.
Yes, good, Ella. Yeah.
Yes.
We have a really excited segment after this. You know, the robotics team. It's the first time they've ever gone to Worlds.
This is crazy.
Let's go at My Robotics.
They're there right now. Ketch is the coach, and so they're in Texas competing against the world.
Yeah, they're on top of the world.
Yes, pretty much. So we have a little update from the robotics team about that right now for you guys. But this is the first time our robotics team has ever been. So this is pretty exciting. So let's hear it.
It's time for the MI Robotics Update. I'm Ethan Shops, here to explore the world of robotics and provide updates on how the Mercer Island robotics team is doing this season. Let's get into it. Hello there and welcome to this episode of the MI Robotics Update. I am joined here with the COO and driver of the team, Shane Kornblum. Now this is a very special episode because the MI Robotics team just came off doing very good at their district competition and will now be heading to Worlds for the very first time ever in the team's history. So Shane, were there any particular strategies that worked well that you're going to try and carry from your district competition into Worlds?
Yeah, one strategy that we found really impactful at districts was fuel control, which is our bot being able to steal and collect fuel from all parts of the field and using it to score for our own alliance. When your team gets deprived of fuel, or when we deprive our opponents of fuel, it becomes almost impossible to have a good rhythm going to win a match. So we are hoping to continue to use that strategy to keep up consistent rotations with our alliance partners at Worlds.
And also just a bit of robotics lingo for you. Fuel is referencing the FRC game piece that the robots are trying to score this season. So Shane, I don't want this to be a jinx or anything, but this is obviously the first time that the team has ever qualified for Worlds. Do you personally think that after you graduate, because you're a senior, that the team will ever make it back?
Definitely. Despite the large graduating senior class that we have this year, there are a lot of underclassmen and incoming students who I think show a ton of promise and spirit for robotics, and I think they will have a super fun time carrying the team on to another Worlds visit next year.
Sounds great. So everyone, that was Shane Kornblum, the COO and driver of the MI Robotics team. And by the time that this airs, they will actually be on their way to Houston, Texas to go compete in Worlds. So I hope that they do well. This was the MI Robotics update, and you are listening to Breakfast on the Bridge.
Thank you, Ethan. That was great. Thank you, Ethan.
Yeah,
Wow.
that was a great update. That was Shane Kornblum. He is a key member of the robotics team right now. Senior, yes.
Mm-hmm.
And he's going to Purdue, which is super exciting. And yeah, so we wish you the best of luck, robotics, if you're listening. And they're going to kill it. I'm really excited
I
to
mean,
hear.
they were killing it here. So,
Yeah, I'm really excited to hear how it goes. Kind of on the sports track, I feel like, because robotics is, they're competing.
Yeah.
We have our sports update with Luke, our Econ for All GOAT. Here he is.
Thanks for having me, guys. We're going to get right into the sports update. You're listening to KMIH 88.9 The Bridge, and this is Luke. In a race that kept viewers undecided until the final week of the season, Dallas Mavericks standout Cooper Flagg has officially been named the 2026 NBA Rookie of the Year. Flagg narrowly edged out his former Duke teammate, who was Charlotte Hornets guard Con Newpel, in one of the most closely contested ballots in recent memory. Flagg's versatility and defensive impact for the Mavericks proved to be the deciding factor, rewarding the rookie for a season where he transitioned seamlessly from the college ranks to an NBA cornerstone. Next, the Denver Nuggets have seized control of their high-stakes playoff matchup, securing a 3-2 series lead following a dominant victory over the Minnesota Timberwolves. As he became custom in postseason pressure cookers, the Nuggets were fueled by a masterclass from Jokic Jokic, whose scoring and playmaking neutralized Minnesota's vaulted front court defense. With the series now shifting back to Minneapolis, the Timberwolves face a must-win situation to avoid elimination, where Denver sits just one win away from the Western Conference Finals. And now, throwing it over to Kylie for a girls lacrosse promo starring Camila Manfredo. Roll the tape.
I'm Andrew Helms on KMIH 89 The Bridge, and this is your weekly Islander Interview. Welcome back to this week's episode of the Islander Interview. I'm joined here today with junior lacrosse captain Camila Manfredo. She's been playing lacrosse for the Islanders since 3rd grade and is a left-handed midfielder. She is currently committed to Elon University in North Carolina to continue her lacrosse career. So what's up, Camila? How are you today?
I'm great. How are you?
I'm pretty great. Thank you for coming in to be interviewed. I'm just curious, how's your season going so far?
It's going pretty great. We have a winning record right now. We only lost one game in the beginning of the season against Eastside Catholic, but other than that, we've been blowing teams out by 7 or more usually, so yeah, it's been going pretty great.
That's pretty good. You got anything else you want to add to that?
Yeah, sure. I think that we've been working on a couple things, specifically things from last year, like team energy on and off the field. We have been working on some new defenses, different zones, so yeah, we've just been building off of last year, which we sadly lost in the championship.
So what's your projected outcome for the season?
We are going to go to the championship, we're hoping. Our projected outcome is probably winning the championship. We have been doing really well against many of the top teams, and so we're hoping to win.
Yeah. Do you think you're going to win the state chip?
Yeah.
What teams you got to play to get there?
Well, we're probably going to play, we're number 2 seed right now, which is not going to change probably going into playoffs, so we're probably going to end up playing 16 seed, then we're probably going to end up playing Eastside Catholic in the championship. Yeah, we're probably going to play Issaquah, Bainbridge, some of the top teams, and then hopefully beat Eastside Catholic in the end, which is the number 1 power ranking right now.
What's your favorite part about playing for the Islanders?
I'd say the team is really great. I think that all of them are a lot of my best friends. It's just really fun to play with them all the time, and the coaches are so great. I think that one of the cool things about lacrosse here is that it's a appreciated sport, so it's really nice to have fans come out and have a good community that way. And then also, just the team is really nice. The coaches are great. It's just a really good vibe and community.
So what's your favorite memory about playing lacrosse?
Probably winning the state championship freshman year. It was really, really fun. We worked really hard all season. We weren't really projected to win, so we were kind of the underdog the entire season, which was great. And so, yeah, that was definitely the best thing that ever happened in my high school career.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow, weren't you named MVP as a freshman?
Yeah, I was. Co-MVP with Erica Kierstead, who was a senior.
So what are you most excited for when you play in college?
It's definitely going to be a big step up, especially from the West Coast. So I think I'm just kind of excited to see a big step of competition, playing at a higher level, applying myself.
You got anything else you'd like to add? Any sort of advice to other aspiring athletes?
Card, you got it.
Work hard, you got it. That was Camila Manfredo, playing for the 2026 Mercer Island Islanders, committed to Elon University. Thank you so much.
Thanks so much for having me.
Now back to KMIH 89 The Bridge.
Let's go, Camila.
That was
Okay.
awesome.
That was a great feature.
I didn't know she was MVP her freshman year, which is so cool. Not many people can say that they were MVP their freshman year. Luke, do you have any more sports updates for us? Yeah, go right into it.
I do. Thank you so much to Camilla for giving us insight into what it's like on the girls lacrosse team. Sounds like a great environment. So let's get on to some more Mercer Island sports. Baseball unfortunately lost its senior night 5-10 last night against Glacier Peak, And softball also lost their senior nights 12-17 against Lindbergh. But we hope MI sports teams can turn it around and go strongly into playoffs. This is Luke, and now back to music and conversation that spans generations.
Oh, thank you, Luke, for that sports report.
That was awesome, Luke. Thank you so much. And we want to keep you here, because you're our Econ for All demon at this point. You are always doing Econ for All. Every week we have an amazing segment from you. So, you know, do you want to intro it yourself, and then we'll talk a little bit after about this episode?
Yeah, sure. Today we're actually going to be talking about the Mercer Island School District breakfast that happened today. And I thought it was pretty fitting because that was actually this morning, right before we came here. Kylie and I, also Ella, I think, were there, you know. Yep. Very good vibes. So,
not me, I guess.
But Jane is part of the radio program, of course, too.
Oh,
which was
thanks.
huge part of the breakfast. So today we're just going to be talking about pretty much the economics of the school district, what's good about the breakfast, and the Mercer Island School District, pretty much.
Okay, thank you.
Let's give it a listen.
Hi, I'm Luke, and you're listening to Econ for All. Today I'm going to highlight the importance of the Mercer Island Schools Foundation and how it affects our schools. I'm highlighting this because this morning is Mercer Island Schools Foundation Breakfast of Champions fundraiser. The Mercer Island Schools Foundation nearly funds $1 million every single year to bridge the gap between what the United States gives us and what we actually need to have equipment, curriculum, program, and extra opportunities that strengthen educational experiences. The Schools Foundation has raised over $32 million since 1985, and they fund learning materials that we use every day, including new technology and resources and literacy and math curriculum. According to the Mercer Island Schools Foundation report, it's not just books either. They pay for extra staff, professional development for our teachers, and innovation gains that let teachers create unique classroom experiences. As a 501c3 nonprofit, the MISF mobilizes local donors to support district initiatives, allowing our school district to maintain high-quality educational standards and opportunities. The foundation is a huge economic impact to our school, and donations to the foundation are huge investments in our schools and students' future. The next time you're using science tools or radio broadcasting equipment, please thank the community and the foundation for making it happen. Additionally, if you are able, please consider making a donation to the Mercer Island School Foundation in support of their important work to our community. Thank you for listening.
That was awesome, Luke.
Yeah.
Thank you for that. So, walk us through why you decided to do Econ for All each week. Do you just have a passion for economics?
Yeah, personally, I have a huge passion for economics. You know, this year I took econ, and having Miss Fillmore as a teacher, I really enjoyed it. I think she gives very good examples, and she hosts very good lectures, and I think it's very applicable to the real world. So because of this, I kind of wanted to just share what I learned on a podcast.
I love that.
Yeah.
That was a really good one. Very on topic for today, because we all were there at the Breakfast of Champions.
Minus one, I guess.
minus Jane. Shame on you for not being there. But it was super fun to see all the people who donate to our school and just care about our programs and funding. For the radio program, for example, that's one of the biggest things that they support at Breakfast of Champions.
Yeah.
So we appreciate all the parents, staff, admin, everyone here to help fund our school and boost our economy.
I mean, additionally, we were talking about Today in History.
Good one, Kylie.
Today in History with Will is one of the most run features we have, but we cannot not mention Econ for All. It is
seriously.
always so consistent on every week. Great stuff, great information. So shout out Luke.
Yeah,
because,
shout out.
Good stuff, right?
Yeah.
We have some great dedicated people in this program, so it's just awesome to see.
Yeah.
So that's
Thank
a great
you so
one.
much, Luke.
Thank you.
And another weekly segment we always have. We normally play it earlier on in the episode, but we wanted to save it best for last kind of vibe.
Okay.
And this is one we also very much prioritize. So this is our community calendar. So let's hear it.
Welcome to the Community Calendar. a weekly segment going into the news and events happening right here on Mercer Island. I'm Maggie Anderson reporting for this week. The Mercer Island High School Drama 2 department will be showcasing their second weekend of Shakespeare's Twelfth Night, a romantic comedy about love, mistaken identity, rivalry, pranks, and sword fights. We hope you can join. April 29th through May 2nd at 7 p.m. are the shows. Or you can join for 2 afternoon shows where students at MIHS with a valid ASB card can gain free admission. There are 2 special performances on April 25th and May 2nd at 2 p.m. For ticketing information, be sure to check out the Drama Instagram bio. Thursday, April 30th, from 11 a.m. to 12 p.m., celebrate Earth Month with a relaxing mindfulness walk through Pioneer Park. Taking inspiration from the Japanese idea of forest bathing, these mindfulness walks through the forest have shown to have a lot of benefits, from improving your heart health to reducing stress. Dress for the weather in warm clothes and shoes that you're comfortable walking and standing in, as well as water. And for registration, be sure to visit mercerisland.gov. Also this Thursday from 11:15 a.m. to 12 p.m., the Mercer Island Library will host a family story time. If you join, you'll enjoy stories, music, movement, and rhymes that develop your child's early literacy skills. There will also be some playtime that will follow the stories, and kids of all ages are welcome with an adult, no registration required. And although the Mercer Island Farmers Market is on a break during the winter season, you can still get your weekly dose of fun at the Capitol Hill Farmers Market 11 a.m. to 3 p.m. on Sundays year-round. It's on East Barbara Bailey Way in Capitol Hill, Seattle, and is filled with so many fun shops, including food, clothes, jewelry, and more. Now let's get back to Breakfast on the Bridge.
Another consistent.
I know.
Show.
I feel like I
Yes.
love community calendar. I feel like I never really see any of these like if without community calendar, I wouldn't know of any of these events really happening on the island. So I
Yeah.
think it's really interesting to hear what's happening and how our community is coming together.
Shout out Maggie. She's going
Yeah.
to American, right?
Yeah, she's going to American
with Audrey
University.
said.
So is Audrey, who produced our college feature. So we got 2 people from American who are going to American, which
We
is
have
exciting.
Kylie at Clemson.
Kylie at Clemson.
Yeah,
Let's
we
just shout
got-
out all our seniors out.
We
got
got
it.
Cooper going to TCU.
Cooper, TCU. Sydney going to Northwestern.
Roca going to UC Berkeley.
And then
Audia, U Chicago.
U Chicago.
Oh,
We got
Brooke.
Alon.
Oh, Alon,
Alon's
West
going
Point.
to West Point. Shout out. And
Shout
Brooke's
out.
going to Utah. Mia is undecided.
ASU. Business.
Yeah.
Business.
Will Proc, Arizona.
University U of
U
A.
of A, and then ASU is Mia. Wait, who are we missing? Is that everyone? I guess we can shout out Chase and Aaliyah.
Oh yeah, Chase is going to Santa Clara.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, he's no longer in the program, but in our hearts,
He's basically a permanent member.
Yeah.
though. Come on.
And then Aaliyah's going to UPenn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like that's everyone, right?
I think that was just about everyone. Yeah, that was all the teams. Let's think. Sports
That's everyone.
team. That is everyone.
Yeah.
So some great representation across the board for sure. Are you the only one doing like a broadcasting major, Kylie?
I think I might be. I mean,
Let's go.
We have someone taking.
yeah. Come on, gotta carry
Yeah.
the legacy on. Gotta have at least one. Okay. Also, so speaking of community vibes, community calendar, that always makes me think of like what's going on and what I have planned, because like Mercer Island, so it's spring here in Mercer Island, Washington, and sometimes it's a great day, sometimes it's not
that great.
sometimes like today is a little bit of a rainy
Today
day.
is a hard day.
Yes.
I didn't think it was.
Today's a
gonna
hard
rain
day.
today.
I know, I don't think it was gonna rain either.
Not in my forecast.
It
The
was
weather app
not.
lied to me.
Weather app, come on.
I
It says
know.
blue skies. Like
I know, but sometimes the weather app is wrong. Actually, a lot of the time the weather app is wrong.
never bank on the
I
weather
feel
app.
like I have too much trust in the weather app.
Me too. I always do, and it's like raining when it should be sunny and sunny when it should be raining.
We actually have had some warmer days though.
Yeah,
the
we've
past
had
few.
such
past
nice
few.
weather. I feel
Yeah.
like this year hasn't been as dreadful as other years have been. Like our winter wasn't super dark, I feel like.
Yeah, no.
Was that just me?
The winter always hits me really hard. I'll be
Really?
honest. It's just rainy and dark. I think now that we're on the other side of it, you could say that. But every time it does get easier, at least for me, the
Oh,
winter weather.
Really?
Yeah, I
It
feel like
doesn't.
I don't know, I feel like winter went by short for me this year.
And I feel like so we didn't get any snow in winter. We got it in spring.
I
In
know.
April. That was so like
In
weird.
March, actually.
March, yeah. It was so weird.
It was so weird.
I was glad to
don't
see
even
some
know.
snow this year because I get sad when we don't get any. But
But
yeah, it
not
was
when we
weird.
have school. Come on now.
I know, that
I get
was
even
so-
more sad when
I
we
know,
have
why
to
did
stay here.
that was
so
so
sad.
unnecessary. We should have. Oh my
It was,
god.
guys. We had a snow day and they made us stay at school. So
It was like dumping
what else
snow
more can we
too.
say? Like that's just
People
insane.
like slipped and fell. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
So
Snowball fights all over.
Snowball fights in the comments.
snowball fights in the commons. Like they could have avoided that problem so easily.
For sure, for
and
sure.
They didn't. So that's shame. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. But I feel like also something that's
Wait.
something that made my
Yeah.
winter shorter was it like is senior year winter. But
Yeah.
like you guys are junior year winter, and my winter last year when I was a
your
junior felt so long
Honestly,
and dreadful.
I have to say something here. Everyone says, okay, junior year is the worst year, junior year is the worst year, right?
Yeah.
And, like, there's some times where it feels like that, sometimes when it doesn't, whatever, right? But
You don't
this
think so?
part of the year right now is the hardest part of the year for us.
Oh,
Like,
definitely.
Legitimately, these next few weeks are, like, you
This
have to
is-
dig deep because this is what everyone refers to.
Oh,
This
yeah.
is it
I
for
don't
me.
agree. I think junior year actually isn't that bad, and I think first semester senior year
There's some
will
bad
be
stigma.
worse than junior year.
I will say my first semester senior year was so fun, but it wasn't like no school. Like you don't just give up yet because like you're not into college, you're still applying to college in fact. So a lot of your schools still get your first semester grades.
Yeah.
So you're not just like checked out. Like
Yeah.
but
I think
now
that's why it
now
sucks.
wow, I don't try.
Yeah.
Like sorry, I shouldn't say that in the school environment. I wouldn't say I don't try completely, but like senioritis is so real, like completely real. I'm never on time. I miss a few classes.
This is not setting a good example.
I know, but okay, you shouldn't be like me, and that is not good.
I feel
Don't
like we should
follow
be
after
talking
me.
a little bit about like your experiences on Mercer Island, Kylie, because like this is like we were mentioning
Yeah.
one of your last episodes. I was just thinking like about you've been in high school for like obviously 4 years.
Yeah,
but you've been on
it's true.
You've been
No,
on,
5.
living on
Don't
the
believe
island this whole time, and
Yeah.
I don't know. I just thought like. You've done a lot of things. Like I just, for some reason, just remember that we played high school. We played soccer together in MAFC.
Yeah.
Like I just, for
We
some
go
reason,
way
just thought of
back.
that. We go way back with the MAFC soccer. Like
Yes.
I want you to just shout out a few things that have just made growing up on Mercer Island so special.
Okay, wow, there's a lot. I would say the community we have on Mercer Island is pretty much unlike anyone like you'll know in your life because like my parents see their high school best friends like every day, and it's like just the regular. You can't go to QFC on Mercer Island and not see someone
South
you know.
End QFC.
South End QFC, you have to run into at least 2 people you already know. Like it's just such a cool community to live in and grow up in. Like being such a young kid growing up in this environment, like is so awesome. But it's also kind of filters you from the world, I would say. Like you don't know, like
Yeah,
we are in
bubble.
a
It's a
bubble.
bubble.
It is completely a bubble,
And you're gonna
like
experience that next year. I
yeah,
think.
totally. Like I'm so used to the bubble, so like it's gonna be hard to get out, but I'm also excited. But I would say like another thing I love about Mercer Island is like our environment surrounding sports. So like not just high school sports, I would say that's something that's super cool is like high school sporting events are like a community event. Like I see like my best friend's grandparents and their friends at like my cheer senior night, and it's like so sweet. Like I don't think a lot of communities have that, so I've loved that. And then also like MIFC, we go way back, and like you stay friends with your soccer friends or lacrosse, and like we have a whole huge lacrosse program. Like from
Did you do lacrosse?
I didn't, but I'm just pointing it out
Oh,
that
yeah,
I love it.
yeah.
You know, come on, I wish I did. But no, it's just so cool, and I feel like that's one thing I did love here is like the sports just vibe of like an island.
And like you
like,
play like for example, we played, club soccer together, but it's not like you have different people. It's like it's all essentially the same people. You have school, maybe they're different people. You have like school friends, you have sports friends, you have like cheer friends, and it's just kind of club friends
and like
all
different
intertwined.
grades.
Right, and
it's
you just
so
like,
fun.
you're always gonna be, friendly and friends with them because of those experiences.
Yeah, totally. I think that's one thing that I've definitely loved the most. And then also just like the friendships I've built throughout my grade, I feel like since since you know them for so long, like 6th grade, we all merged together and stay together till 12th grade. I feel like I've just gotten to know so many people in my grade, and like there's few people I don't know in my grade. So I just think that's such a cool thing because like our school's big, but not too big where you don't recognize everyone.
I also think that you make a good effort to like be outgoing and like go out of your way to be friends with like most people in the grade. I would say like that's a really good trait. Like being really outgoing and friendly, like easy to talk
like
to,
bubbly. Like
that's why bubbly. That's why people want to be friends with you. You know, and I think that's like a really important thing, especially. I think a lot of things like I don't know if this is true. I haven't experienced yet, but going out of your senior year, just like. I want to be friends with everyone in my grade. Like, I'm not going to see any of you guys again.
That was definitely, like, my mindset. I feel like there's no reason to, like, be only friends with, like, your select 4, especially senior year. It's, like, we'll never be in school with these people
and that's why
ever again.
I think everyone kind of opens up a little, right?
Totally.
I mean, like, going through freshman, like, even in middle school, being in the same classes with the same people, and then next year you're going to be with totally new and different people.
Like, no one you know, pretty much. I mean, besides Santa Clara. or TCU, But, no, it's definitely been super fun. And, like, senior year, I will say, it just goes by. Like, everyone says this, and it sounds so, like, cliche and dumb, but, like, it has gone by so fast. Like, I still feel like I could be a freshman and I'm somehow graduating. Like,
stay for a fifth year.
Yeah, I should stay for a 5th year, honestly. I need to, like,
senior.
Yeah, I need to mature another year or something. But it's just been crazy. Like, I can't believe we're already here and like watching all my friends. Oh my God, it's just getting me so emotional watching everyone walk up and like hearing our teachers talk. Yeah. So definitely, like, my advice for you guys as juniors is like live it up because I really feel like I'm still in your shoes. Like a push. Oh my God. Like it was just, I feel like I'm still there, you know? But
it's not against fun.
No, it's not. It's not.
Kidding.
Shout out AP Comp Gov though. I love it. No, it's definitely so fun and just like you said, like opening up and being friends with everyone is so important. So that would be my advice. I've just loved it here. Been so lucky to be able to live here and know all these people for so long. So we are gonna stay on. Oh, this is also KMIH 88.9 The Bridge. You're listening to it right now.
Oh, really? It is.
We had to do our legal ID.
Okay, legal
shout
ID. Yeah, shout out KMIH 88.9 The Bridge.
Yeah.
You know what to do.
Yeah.
But we're still pulling for this special celeb appearance.
Yeah.
Yes.
We haven't made any hints to the guests.
Maybe we're going to do a 16-hour broadcast and he's going to be the 17th hour.
We're going to wait it out until his celeb comes. If we get word that he's like official, we will give some more hints.
Yeah,
we
can give one hint.
We'll give one hint.
Yeah.
Should we say it together? I think we can all. We know it, right?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
3, 2, 1.
Spy Kids.
We'll leave you with that.
Yeah, just think about it.
It's so iconic. You just have to know.
Let it sink
It
in.
is so iconic.
It's underground. Like, think about it a little bit, and you'll get there.
Yeah,
I know. We were talking this morning about like everything.
Shout out
Kids.
Luke.
Yeah,
Shout out
Luke.
Luke.
We were talking about all the movies and
wait, what was Luke talking about? Spy School.
Shout out
Spy School.
Shout out Spy School.
That's a
I'm
big shout out.
such a huge fan of Spy Kids, so that's all we'll say for now.
Yeah.
But we have a little bit of a longer feature for you guys to stay on air, see if this guest can appear. So this is Trainwreck Boyfriend. Let's hear it.
Hi, I'm Ava Chastain, and you're listening to KMIH 88.9 The Bridge. On call with me, I have Philadelphia's own Trainwreck Boyfriend. Serving up a high-contrast blend of raw indie rock, this 6-member powerhouse manages to find the sweet spot between the shimmering melancholy of The Cure and the gritty punch of Veruca Salt. Their sound is a love letter to the 90s alt-rock era reimagined for the modern 2020s. They've just dropped their highly anticipated self-titled debut, and they're currently prepping to take it across the East Coast. Please welcome Greta, Billy, and Kristen, some of the hearts and minds behind Trainwreck Boyfriend. How do you guys balance songwriting between all 6 of the members? Who's really in charge of songwriting?
Yeah, I'll start it out. So basically, our music is so guitar driven that usually it starts out with a guitar riff. And Billy here is the guitar riff master. I mean, Kristen will attest, even now, as we kind of work on our next album, we work a lot with our iPhones and a group message and sharing music ideas all day long. So usually it starts out with some riff ideas that Billy thinks is cool. Usually it's an acoustic guitar. Sometimes he's plugged in. And then we all kind of just like listen to it. We think, from then kind of the next step usually is me, where I think, oh gosh, I think this one, I have a melody idea for it. And then, we bring it to band practice. We practice once a week right now, usually on Thursdays, and we bring it to band practice and we try to see how it sounds with drums and bass and everything. And then we work on the arrangement, which is a huge component of it. And then, and usually when I come up with my melody, I don't have like words yet. I just have more like a hum kind of thing. And then, or made up words. When I have my melody down, then I'll just think, okay, what does the song sound like it needs to be about? Is it a happy song? Is it a sad song? Or like what, or I might think, gosh, this phrase fits really good right here. What song can I build around that phrase? So that's pretty much it. It starts with guitars, and then we add the instruments, the vocal melody, and then the lyrics.
It starts with breakfast with Billy every day.
Yeah,
a new guitar riff every morning.
He's a morning person, so he'll send us these texts at like 5, 6 a.m.
Oh,
it's
perfect,
crazy.
Perfect. You guys describe your music as like a soundtrack for life's imperfections. Like, are there certain specific lyrics like on this record that were like particularly difficult or vulnerable to write?
I don't know if they were vulnerable. I mean, some of the songs I would say have to do with my life. Some I wrote up, again, I was an English teacher, so sometimes I wrote other people's stories, So like, for example, like the very last song, Retrogression, what that song is about is, and maybe, I don't know if you've gone through a breakup yourself, but if you have, and most of us have, right? I mean, how many people meet your perfect person and you live happily ever after? Like everyone, it's just normal to go through heartbreak, right? Yeah. But that song was about when you think you're over someone and you're feeling really good, and then the smallest little reminder takes you back. You open up a box and you find like something with that person's handwriting on it, or a strand of, like the song says, a strand of her hair, or just something that seems so insignificant that actually just spins you way, way back. So yeah, that I think shows anyone's vulnerability, including my own, when I think about any kind of history I might have. But in terms of like imperfections, I really think Freak Show was, that was a bit of an inspiration for that song, because we're all freaks. Me, Kristen, Billy, we're all trying to fit into this world. And we were just trying to kind of invite people from everywhere just to come and enjoy our music. We don't say, oh, it's only for the cool kids, or, oh, it's only for this type of person. Oh, it's only for this age group. Only, we want everyone to come and enjoy the music. So I don't know if I answered your question exactly, but
I think that was really good. How do you guys feel after dropping your debut album and going on like more of like an East Coast tour?
It's really exciting right now because we have a bit of momentum, but go ahead, Bill.
Yeah, no, I think it's fabulous. And we have some momentum now, and it's just, we've been very fortunate to be able to go to different radio stations and perform there. And we have some shows coming up. We're getting ready to set up one in Connecticut right now. And it's really great because when the music's being received almost in a new way, because people have heard the record now and they're coming out to shows, and we love it, really love it.
What city are you guys most excited to visit? I don't know if you guys visited all the places that you've gone, but
I'm looking forward to Boston. And the reason why is some bands, the Pixies and others, are from there. So we're really looking forward to it.
Yeah.
I'm good with any New England city. Boston is at the top of the list, but also Seattle. I'm a big Pacific Northwest fan.
Mm-hmm. Seattle's a pretty good place.
It would be a dream to get to the West Coast. Like that.
There are some plans, so we're going to find a way there this summer.
And we do have family in San Francisco, so
nice.
We might work on it.
Yeah. And then like my last question, I know this was like kind of like a short list of questions, but the last question is like, what are your guys' like favorite song on the album?
Well, Kristen, why don't you answer this one? Because we have kind of some new exciting news to share.
Yeah, I think collectively everybody's a pretty big fan of Freak Show, which is our biggest single on the album. It was our first single. But we do have, individually, we all have our own personal favorites. And then our song, we have a song on the album called Feels Like Summer. And then for right now, we're super excited because for the summer season, we're re-releasing it with like new vocals and some added percussion into it. So we're going to be able to re-release that as a single, and it just has like a really good summer vibe to it. And we're hoping to be able to push that out there.
And I think we're going to make a video for it too. So yeah, just like when the record came out January 16th, no one was feeling summer, right? But so the thought is, wouldn't it be cool if we, because Kristen's not on, like I said earlier when we first started, Kristen's vocals are not on this record. But when we sing live, her voice is a little bit higher than mine, and she sings, the chorus feels like summer. And so we said, let's just go in and get her on there, re-release it, because then we can kind of push it out on Spotify and pitch it separately as its own. There's just a process with all that. So we can kind of give it its own time and place and emphasis. And then we're going to make a video and just really try to push it. Like, maybe you could give us some guidance with that. Like, we were thinking like maybe the third week in, like after spring break, like the third week in April, so that a lot of colleges really stop school. I know you probably go to school until June, but a lot of colleges really stop mid-May. So we wanted to get the song out to colleges before summer, right? Before they leave.
Yeah. I think that would be like a pretty good approach. Cause like, I know people over here, like we're already like, we were supposed to get a snow day today because it was snowing a lot, but they still made us go to school. And so everybody was like, kind of like pressed about that. But like, I feel like everybody's trying to get like out of school already. Like, I think once finals kicks in, which is like, I think for us, that's like, I want to say April, sometime in April. That's like spring break kind of. Right. But like somewhere around like mid-spring, I feel like would be a good time to release that.
We're thinking, wouldn't it be cool if our song became like the summer song that everyone kind of grasped onto, you know, why not? Let's go for it.
I love the intro for that one. I was going to say that earlier, but like that was one of my favorite ones.
Good job, Dilly. Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome. But yeah, that's all the questions that I have. That's like more in-depth ones, but yeah.
Well, thank you.
Yeah, thank you guys for like joining me and everything, reaching out. Like, I really appreciate it.
All right, well, it was great meeting you. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Take care. Bye.
Thank you so much for joining me this afternoon. I'm Ava Chastain. On call with me, I had Greta, Billy, and Chris, some of the members from Philadelphia-based band Trainwreck Boyfriend. You can listen to their debut album, Trainwreck Boyfriend, on Spotify, Apple Music, or wherever you listen. You're listening to KMIH 889 The Bridge, where conversation and music spans generations.
Thank you, Ava.
That was good. It's like good to hear about like small upcoming artists because I feel like that's how they really get their outreach to
their big break,
the big role.
And totally. We do a good job for the most part of highlighting these local artists and giving them like a chance on the radio, which is pretty cool. So
yeah,
that's a good.
Yeah, I totally agree. I feel like it's really cool that we have the opportunity to interview people like this and get them like, you know, highlight them on our radio station because we have some audience. We have a pretty big audience, so like it's really cool that we are also like able to promote other small artists like Trainwreck Boyfriend and things like that. We've had a couple other ones from like Easy Street Records.
Yeah, we have a collab with Easy Street Records, and we've had a couple. Jane and I run the Instagram, and we've had a couple artists reach out through the Instagram wanting to get their music either put on or asking for an interview. So
it's cool running the Instagram. Like, it's honestly, you'd be surprised how many people are like in the DMs of our account. Like, the Trackstar account. Remember when Ella made this reel and we actually got notified by this like pretty big account that does music
in New York?
Cool.
Yeah, Trackstar.
Pretty
fun.
Yeah, we've been liking that job. It's a fun job putting content out. I love it because the community, like, clearly, like, we get so much community, like, interaction, like liking your post, sharing, and it's like parents of people who go here and stuff, which I think is cute.
Yeah, I totally agree.
And people be like, "Oh, I saw this, and you're doing that," and it's like,
and like when they comment like "congrats" and it's so cute.
I know.
Like,
yeah.
Honestly, like it's such a wholesome thing.
It is so
and we're
wholesome.
working on getting our content. Like I think we have some things in the works, but you know, getting our content a little more like our generation-esque, I could say. Yeah. Like, Kylie, you made a reel with
Kylie, Luke, and Brady. Really well. Shout out their TikTok.
It was honestly, like, probably the best TikTok we've posted. It was actually funny and entertaining.
Yeah, we did it. We're in the works of making some more like that because
another big TikTok project is in the works.
Yes.
Sometimes we just have like this or that, like it's like 2-minute long video, and it's like no one's gonna watch the whole thing.
Yeah.
So like the short things are really good. Actually, one of ours, the Seahawks reel we did, got like 15,000 views.
Yeah, that was cool. That was a good one.
That was a good one.
Yeah, that was really fun. We all went to. Did you guys go? You went to the parade? Did you guys go to the Seahawks parade? Yeah.
I had a chem lab.
Oh, that's terrible.
So I did in fact go to the parade. It was cool.
Yeah, it was awesome.
What a highlight.
Yeah, it was so fun. I loved it.
I was super happy that I went.
Yeah, it was so cool that happened like my senior year. So like I could be here because like obviously I'll always be a Seattle Seahawks fan, but like being able to be
in the city
during
it's like
that.
so cool going back
your
to
senior
downtown
year is
now.
a memorable one for like many different reasons.
Yeah. There's some good, some bad. It's definitely
definitely of moments.
a historical year for the Mercer Island High School.
To say the least.
To say the least, for sure.
Without saying.
When you're 50, when you're like a 90 and you're like, oh yeah, my senior year of high school.
Yeah, there's
just
gonna be
thinking back to it.
some memories for sure.
Like talking to your grandkids.
Oh,
one day
gosh.
Wow.
Okay.
Just imagine like bringing all those memories back. Wow.
Oh god.
You know,
I don't want
I just want to shout out, like, I appreciate everyone who's still listening, sticking with us. This has been a doozy of an episode. It's been an hour and 15 you've put up with us.
Yeah, I'm really sorry, honestly.
This mystery celeb could be coming. We're trying to see it, but
he's just too popular. I mean, he's taking
like,
photos outside right now, so I mean,
he's a busy guy.
He's a busy guy.
We'll get him on air no matter what, but it might not be during this episode. But still, stay tuned.
You still get like great content from us, guys.
Yes,
like this is pretty entertaining.
And okay, so we've been talking a lot about like my senior year, where I'm going to college. What are you guys thinking? It is right around the corner. If you think about it, college application season is coming up. What are you guys thinking? Jane, do you want to start?
I mean, I'd have to say, it's probably not everyone's favorite topic. I think it's pretty stressful.
Oh, it's so stressful.
Like, with all the exams right now and just all the testing, it's like definitely really
like
hard
having,
to
like,
think
AP
about.
Exams, your SAT.
Right, your SAT. I have the SAT.
Oh,
and then, like,
gosh.
all this stuff, it's like, okay, it's obviously front of mind, but it's also, like, trying to block it out, you know? But similarly, okay, I can't say it.
Yeah, you got it.
To you, Kylie, I'm interested possibly in some journalism, some broadcasting.
Yeah.
But you know what? We just got word of something really big. I need to stop talking about myself. This is good timing. I didn't want to share too much.
You don't want to
celebrity is on the way. Should we be revealing who this is?
No, I didn't.
Not yet. Not
Let's
yet.
say one more word.
We're
One
gonna.
more
Okay,
clue.
one more clue.
Oh, Mercer.
Okay.
3, 2, 1.
Community.
And
Okay.
more ways than one, maybe.
More.
2 different meanings.
Double meaning, kind of, and
Low
alumni. I'll
key.
just throw it out there, alumni. If you haven't connected the dots, well, you're about to, because we are excited for someone who's coming on the show.
Yes. So
Without
we're gonna
further
play.
ado,
We're gonna play a song. Rain Me In.
Wow, Rain Me In with Sam
big
Pender
moment,
and
okay?
Don't rein us in for real. So we'll get back to you now. Go play this song.
Now let go of everything I ever heard, 'cause I couldn't give the love you deserve. By the gunner you shouted, oh my God. It seemed churlish, but it's what I was owed, I suppose. Every flagstone of this town bears our prints, and all the bars round here serve my ghosts and carcasses. I wish I knew these things when I was young, 'cause now I've just grown so on. We take whatever we can to get the reason back. So please don't rein me in. Don't rein me in. Please don't rein me in. I'm working myself up to a nice wellness. All my memories of you ring like tinnitus. If I stop, it's just pain. Please don't rein me in. I wish I could tell you everything, but my stomach was too weak. Sometimes it's easier to throw away instead of accepting its defeat. Don't rein me in. Please don't rein me in. Now I'm working myself up to a nice warm bliss. All my memories of you ring like tinnitus. If I stop, it's just pain. Please don't rein
And we're back right here
All
on
right, you know
the
what?
bridge.
Here we go, the bridge. We have a little intro for you, Joel.
Oh,
All
I'm
right, here we
excited.
go. All right, Mercer Island, you better be tuning in. We've given you the clues. Now time to connect the dots, okay? We've been dropping some clues this whole show.
Right.
This could be possibly the biggest breakfast on the bridge to date.
Wow.
So we're
How sad.
broadcasting live with a true industry icon. You know him as the lightning-fast wit behind the soup, the legendary Jeff Winger on Community, and a star of the Spy Kids franchise, our favorite. Kylie was just talking about
Spy Kids
that.
4.
Spy Kids all
He's
movie.
an Emmy nominee, a multi-Critics' Choice Award winner, and a comedy legend. But around these halls, he's more than just a Hollywood A-lister. He's a local legend. From the classrooms of Mercer Island High School
Yes.
and the University of Washington attendee, he's the ultimate...
Attendee, I graduated.
Yeah, graduate.
Twice.
The ultimate
I have a
Georgetown
graduate
success
degree.
story. Please give the warmest, loudest possible welcome to the man, the myth, the legend, the Islander himself, Joel McHale.
Yes.
Let's do it.
Let's do it.
Yes. Thank you, Ella, Kelly, and Jane.
Kylie, Ella, and
Kylie.
Yep.
Close.
Ella, Kylie,
And Jane.
Jane.
Yes.
Jane,
Thank you so
great.
much for
Thank you
coming
so much
on.
for coming.
Thanks for having me and meeting my appearance fee. Thank you.
Yeah.
Of course.
Very
So
expensive for you guys. And do you actually play 45s here? Nope. All right.
Nope. Have
I
you
might not
heard
know
about
what
our
that
program?
is.
Have you heard
Where'd you
about
get all the
PMH?
45s?
Oh, those are 45.
Oh, you don't even.
We don't even know what they are, honestly.
Yes.
That's the
the
right
smaller
answer.
records. Then there's the 33 and the 7-inch.
Okay, so you're knowledgeable on this.
that is
Well,
true.
I'm an old man, so I used to play those.
That's a UW graduate right there.
That's right. Not Wazoo, guys. Or
Not Wazoo,
not a cougar, a duck. Thank
Yeah.
Oh
God.
my gosh. Yeah, don't even mention the Ducks.
Okay,
Duh.
we would love to get started with the first question.
We are. Yes,
How
go
did
ahead.
you get your start in the acting and entertainment industry?
How did I get my start? Well, I appeared in a play in Haddonfield, New Jersey, and I tried out for all these tiny little roles, and it was called "It's a Small World," which was based on the
Okay.
Disney ride,
Oh my
which
gosh.
shows you that Disney had already started their persuasive and pervasive ways into our lives.
That's amazing.
Yeah, that's going way back, guys. Before your grandparents met. That's how I got my start and my multi-picture contract with Warner Brothers.
Wow.
No, that's a lie. That's just making
I was gonna
that
say
up.
that would be
I was
crazy.
in,
Crazy,
yeah, I was in
wow.
first grade, but you believed it for a second, so I might
We
go
definitely
with
bought
it.
that one.
Yeah.
Yeah,
did.
we definitely did.
You know, looking
What year
back,
are you guys?
we are junior, junior.
senior, junior.
Junior, senior, junior. You don't allow freshmen in here?
No.
Yeah, right up top.
No,
Yep.
upperclassmen
Nice.
only.
No.
This
Sorry,
is a special day.
freshmen. Stay out. Yeah.
Stay out, freshmen.
You
Yeah.
got to clean up these microphones after.
Yeah, seriously.
Who knows how to run the board here?
We all do.
That's all Kylie, though. She's the senior.
Wow.
Kylie is the senior.
She has the
I'm the
knowledge. She's always teaching us how to do it. But next year it's us.
When I was here, the AV department I think we might have had one computer.
One? A singular?
We've upgraded
It
to like
wasn't,
10.
yeah, flat screens didn't exist.
Like the big computers.
Yeah, oh
with the
yeah,
whole
it went
back.
on for
Wow.
like 2.5 classrooms.
Oh my gosh.
That's a lie as well.
Oh.
You guys
How
really,
do I believe
I don't
this?
know.
So gullible. Wow.
Why would you think computers would be that big? Back? It's not even, I mean, it was the 90s. Come on.
Oh gosh. Joel McHale's embarrassing us.
See, we're coming right back with. No, sorry. I was just gonna. I was tossing a break. We're coming right back with Serena Carpenter. Serena, yeah.
Ooh.
Sabrina.
Ooh.
Oh,
Sabrina, close.
big fan.
Yes.
Okay, but we have a few more questions. Our second one is, looking back now, you know, you went to Mercer Island High School. What
Yes.
would you shout out. What would you tell your high school self?
What would I tell my high school self? Get hair transplants earlier.
Probably, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
Okay.
I got them, but I would have. But the technology really wasn't there. What would have I told myself? They'd be like, "Don't worry, Joel. All these
You'll make it big."
crappy grades are really gonna pay off."
Okay, so it's still, okay, yeah, that's still the Mercer Island flow. The grades, that's a big part of the school.
Oh, my grades were terrible.
Oh, wow.
Oh, they were really bad. Yeah, no.
But you made it. See,
Yeah,
you
you
made
made
it.
it. I mean,
It's
wow,
on the
Spy
pass.
Kids community.
Yeah, they looked
Yeah.
at my grade point and they were like, "You're welcome to be in
Yeah,
Spy Kids."
he's the one.
Yeah, he's the one
Yeah,
for Spy
you
Kids
can do
right
it.
here.
We
That
can
is
do it.
my personal favorite Favorite childhood movie Spy Kids 4.
I know, Spy Kids, like the whole franchise, wow.
Like,
that's,
that was the
my
topic
childhood.
today of the class. Like, people just love Spy Kids 4. I guess that was just
Jeez.
part of our generation. People grew up with it.
Yeah, that's
I don't know.
funny.
I know
was
you
supposed
probably
to do
wouldn't
2
pick
more,
that.
and
Yeah.
then the movie didn't do well enough.
What?
No
According
joke.
to
We
who?
need Spy Kids reunion right now.
Yeah.
Spy Kids 4D.
I don't know.
Let's do
Talk
a
to
remake
Jessica
of Spy
Alba.
Kids
See if
4.
she'll do another.
All the time in the world. I mean, there's still time.
Yeah, there's
Spam
still
Jessica
time.
Alba's DMs.
Just freeze time.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's not running out yet. I mean, I
Good.
need another.
I'll take
Yeah.
it. I'll do it. I'm
Okay.
happy
We need
to.
another Spy Kid.
I'd have to
gotta
play
get-
like a great grandpa or something.
No.
Yes.
No.
Is this a working mic?
No.
All
Not
right.
right now. It does work, though.
All right.
It's
well,
a tiny little mic. if
who's in
you
charge of
want it.
maintenance?
Not
You
us.
now.
The
Definitely not
freshmen.
us.
The freshmen.
The
Yes.
freshmen and the
Precisely.
underclassmen. But we also wanted to talk about Seattle in general, Seattle sports. We know you're a big Seattle sports
Yeah.
enthusiast.
I am.
Our Seahawks won the Super Bowl. Let's
Yes.
go.
It was one of the greatest moments of my
It was
life.
awesome. And you know, the Mariners were cheering.
The amount of joy that I experienced when we won was
Yeah.
it was unmeasurable.
Yes. The city was electric.
It was
just.
yeah.
We,
I got
Kylie
to.
and I attended the parade. We skipped school for the parade.
Nice.
It was awesome.
Were you here for the parade?
I wasn't. I was at the game.
You were at the game?
You were at the game?
Yeah.
Wow.
That's awesome. Oh
yeah.
my gosh.
I
was
cried
it
like
just,
I cried like a baby. Literally.
As we all do. I mean, we haven't won in like how many years since I was
11?
a baby? Yeah.
Which we should. The fact that we have been in that many is pretty. Like,
Yeah.
imagine if you're a Cleveland Browns fan.
Oh god.
Never won.
Never get to experience
That's
it.
just so
Never
sad.
won. And either have the Vikings. I don't think the Vikings have ever actually done it.
They haven't even been.
I think they've been. Somebody
And
look
we
it
took
up.
Sam Darnold
Have
from
one of
them.
your.
look it up.
Have
Ian,
one of
go
your.
with the freshman.
Have one
Let's have
of
one
the
of the
freshmen
freshmen
look it
that
up.
up. Yeah, for
Or
sure.
the senior.
Wow.
Or the senior. Yeah.
Oh, Kylie, stuck
Okay,
it
but
up.
Joel, what do you think
Hold
about the Mariners? You're a Seahawks guy.
Hold
Are you
on.
a Mariners
We're
guy?
seeing.
Oh, they lost. They've only ever lost.
on.
Yeah.
4 Super Bowls left.
They got 4 Super Bowl
They've
appearances.
never won. Yeah.
Yeah. I
Well,
mean,
all in the 1900s.
losing
In
to the Miami
1900s.
Dolphins.
Oh, in the 1900s. That's right. They used to
20th.
use the horses to tow the stadium into the main square where they would play football. What was your
I
question?
asked, like, you're a big Seahawks guy. Are you a Mariners guy?
Yeah,
Because our Mariners almost made it to the World Series. That was
Yeah.
heartbreaking.
Yes.
You're a big
I
Mariners
was
fan.
very. Oh, hi guys.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Look at these kids with the exact same haircuts. This is great.
Yeah. They all look the same.
I'm a huge Mariner fan and have been since I remember when they started. That's how old I am. And I thought last year we were so close, and
That
Cal
was
Raleigh was
heartbreaking.
so good. I mean, we had
He
so
got snubbed from MVP, can I just say?
yeah. I mean,
Snubbed.
we had such a good team, and then I was working in Canada when the Blue Jays they beat
don't
us,
remind us.
right? And that
Don't
was
remind us.
That was
so.
rough.
Then they were almost there, and so I was on set with all these Canadians, and they were like,
no.
"We're going to pause to see if we're about to win the World Series," and then the Dodgers.
And you're like,
stepped right
secretly,
in.
you're like, yes, yes.
And
okay.
that Canadian crowd turned hard.
That's probably the only time I've cheered for
Were
the
you
Dodgers.
cheering?
Yeah. I was like, how does it feel, guys?
Yeah.
You guys enjoying this?
Yeah.
That Shohei Ohtani is
He's good.
really something.
He's really good.
I mean,
Yeah.
on Seattle sports, what do you think about the Sonics and potentially coming back?
So we have the earliest they could come back is 2028. I don't want to count all the chickens before they hatch, but it looks good, and obviously Las Vegas will get one too, and so I think I don't want to because my hopes have been dashed so many times.
I know.
Yeah.
So it's looking more real than ever.
Yes.
And we have we have the place for them to play.
Yes.
And there's obviously Seattle is one of the greatest
It's
fan
a great
bases.
city. Great
Oh, yeah.
fan base. Just
It
electric.
is a great sports city.
It seriously is.
And when
It's
I
so
hear
awesome here.
people from New York or Boston talk about how it's a sports city, I was like,
No.
yeah, nothing like Seattle.
Nothing
Not
like
Seattle.
Seattle.
Good representation. And Ella wrote this next question.
All right, Ella.
It's a
Do you
little
wanna
bit.
read it?
Yeah, let
Yeah.
Ella read it.
Ella, let
Okay,
her rip.
as a huge Huskies fan,
Yes.
I mean, weren't you on a walk-on for their team as a tight end?
I was.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Shout
Thank you for-
out. Shout out.
Thank you for
She
bringing
did
that
her
up.
research.
Thank
Would you rather spend 24 hours stuck in an elevator with a Wazoo fan, or have to wear a green and yellow Oregon jersey for the entire filming of the Community movie?
Wazoo.
Wazoo?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's less of a time commitment, and
Yeah.
I would not. I'm all on board with the Cougs, 100% now, and Oregon can.
Absolutely not
yeah,
for Oregon.
they can do the. I don't know how much I can say.
Yeah.
Okay, but you
Whatever,
talk too
Oregon.
much trash.
When College Game Day came here, my brother went to the game. He said that you were the guest picker.
I
right?
was, yes.
How was that? That was probably pretty cool.
Well, I asked my friend who's a big sports gambler, and I was like, "Who's gonna win?" And he got them all right.
He did.
Wow.
I still, to this day, have. I was 10 for 10. And
My gosh.
nothing to do with me, but
Wow.
my friend Dean. He nailed it.
Dean.
Shout out Dean.
Shout out, Dean.
If
Shout
you're
out Dean.
listening, Dean.
Shout out Dean.
We
Yeah, that was really fun.
appreciate that. Joel really appreciates that.
And then we beat Oregon, so
Yeah.
that was a good
Yeah.
game. That was
Oh,
a good
yeah.
day.
That was a good day.
I think we only have time for one more question.
What type of one more question? Here we go.
So
We'll be right back here on the bridge.
the Mercer because you went to Mercer Island High School. I mean,
No, I didn't go to Mercer.
liar.
We caught that one.
Yeah.
I went to Sammamish.
Ew.
No, you went to Bellevue. No.
Oh, yuck.
What would you say is your favorite thing about Mercer Island High School?
Oh, I don't know.
What?
One thing?
No. Okay. What's
The burgers. I don't.
No,
burgers.
no, bad answer.
There was a really great burger back here in the.
It has changed.
Late
They're not
80s and
good.
90s. They were phenomenal
at the high school?
at the high school. Yeah, they were good.
Do you
They were
did
super
you
popular.
have Jane Dolan's
Yes.
as your?
No
That's
way.
amazing.
No way.
Jane,
Oh my
yeah.
gosh.
Shout out Jane. We love Jane.
Jane's incredible. I have not seen her since I think I walked out of here. So it's great to see her.
Yeah.
What do I like about the high? Jeez. I loved it. It was good times here.
Yeah.
You guys have torn everything down and put it all back up again. So
Yeah.
it's hard to recognize where. I think I recognize this hallway,
Yes.
but you guys.
Don't
Have,
recognize the studio?
the studio did not exist.
Yes. The studio was not a thing.
None of this
That's
existed.
crazy that Jane was still here. Like,
Yeah.
she's
That
such
is
an icon
crazy.
of the school. Everyone loves her.
She was lovely back then.
Yeah.
Still is.
Yeah, still
So,
is lovely.
yeah.
now,
So
yeah.
nice.
She
She's the
is
best.
a pillar.
Yes.
of
I
Mercer Island
totally
High
agree.
School.
She represents the school well.
Totally.
She's seen everything come and go.
Yeah.
She's seen a lot.
She really has.
Oh, we gotta
we
wrap
need
it up.
to wrap
Yes,
it up.
all right,
If you're
we have to
just
wrap it
joining us
up.
on the bridge, our guest Joel McHale has to
He's
go.
doing his own outro, guys.
That's right.
he's
Are we
doing
letting him
his
do this?
own
Coming
Come
up
on. He's taking
next,
over the
it's the
show.
extended version of Kashmir by Led Zeppelin.
Probably not, unfortunately. But we have a legal ID coming up here.
Do the
But-
legal ID.
Thank you so much for coming
Thanks,
on, Joel
guys.
McHale. This
Thank
was
you.
awesome.
So amazing having
Ella, Jane,
Mm-hmm.
Caitlin.
Caitlin?
I don't know.
Kylie,
I assume
Zoe.
everyone's named Caitlin. Am I right?
Super close, super close. Okay, well, his
Guys.
manager told. Yeah,
My manager. Who's
your
my-
manager told
Ian
you gotta
Henry?
go.
Ian Henry. Yeah. Ian Henry, my manager, has told me. All right, thanks, you guys. Watch
Okay.
everything that I'm on.
You're on 89 The Bridge, and let's keep it rolling.
Legal ID. All right,
This
guys.
has been Breakfast on the Bridge, KMIH's live morning show, highlighting student voices and covering the Mercer